So in today's episode, we are going to be featuring my 1968 Camaro, which is built by Classic Speed, and dare I say that this is one of the most practical American muscle cars that we built in history. And I want to go over some key features of why this car is so cool, what makes it super reliable and practical, and yeah, we're just going to have some fun bringing it around the city today. I want to go over some quick specs about this 68 Camaro and why I think it's one of the most practical cars that we built in Classic Speed. So this Camaro started off as a stock 68 Camaro, but we ended up putting a Roadster Shop chassis on it, which means we have a full spec chassis which is holding the body together. So basically, if the older muscle cars about are unibodied in the sense where they have the body that acts as the chassis, in this car we have it the complete opposite, where we do have a chassis almost like a pickup. So we got the ladder frame chassis from Roadster Shop, and that's what we're using to make this car handle so well. Other features of this car is the Ls3 engine. Now the Ls3 engine is basically the same engine that you would get out of a C6 Corvette. This car is also fitted with a 6-speed manual from a Camaro. Actually, the motor that we got from this car was from a Camaro along with the gearbox, so that fits all perfectly. Everything has been tuned by Leo and everything works seamlessly along with the rest of the build of the car. So everything in this car is essentially brand new. Everything that you see in the interior and then down to the engine bay and the exterior, everything has been revised, revamped, and just made it a whole lot cleaner so that we can live with it on a daily basis. Air conditioning is nice and cold. We do have some power windows. We also do have power rear windows. I upgraded the headlights to have the hidden RS style headlights. Because it's running in LS3, we are using a drive-by-wire throttle, which means we're technically not cabled to the rest of the car. Only gripe with this car is the seat belt. I find it a bit too high, so I don't know how to lower it in a sense because we don't have the window pillar here for us to lower. So we might have to make like an adapter to bring it down, but I don't know what's the safety issues for that. But for now, as you can see, the seat belt is here by my neck. So if we were to get into an accident, this might end up like cutting into my neck or choking me in a sense. So that's something we need to review, see how we can fix it. Or I can get a 4-point harness and put a rear bar, but then the rear seats won't have any function. But yes, today is all about testing this car, giving us our first impressions, and then checking out the other projects. And then we're gonna get some fuel also to see if our fuel level is calibrated. So today is the day that we're going to simulate all the city driving. We're getting some nice backfire also from the exhaust, and I wonder if Leo included that in his tune. Steering wheel is just a slight off center, and then I wish it was the deeper bucket so my knees would clear it a little more. But so far, super happy with this car. One major issue with the chassis, it sits kind of low. We're passing through some really small humps, and we are scraping if we go straight and dead on. So this hump's small enough, I can go straight dead on. No, whoop, little there. So just for safety, yes, crossing humps we have to be a little careful. We're finally in Quezon Ave, and we're about 5 minutes away from Titan. The drive was very uneventful, and there's literally nothing wrong with this car except for the really low center chassis along with the rear view mirror that's been folding down on me. But beyond those two things, so far pretty happy with the car. I got some nice snaps, and even just parking for like 5 minutes I was already stopped by people on the road asking to see the car. One of them knew my uncle and wanted to see the car up close and personal. It's just like the car attracts people, and people love looking at muscle cars, and I love driving muscle cars, especially building them. I think building for me is one of the better parts of the process concept, building, assembly, these are the exciting bits for me when it comes to fixing cars. And then after it's done like this, you know, test driving it, enjoying it. But after that, you know, ideally I'd want to sell it so I can start another project. But this car is very special to me, so I might keep it for a while longer, but later on we might decide to sell it if the price is right, because we can always try to build a better version of it. So we're gonna go over some quick details on this Camaro. Now the front end used to actually just have the round headlights, but I opted for the RS hidden style headlights. We added the chin from, I think, the 69 model. For wheels, we're running MHT wheels. Over here, the front of the car, we have Michelin Pilot Sport rubbers under a MHT wheel. Underneath all that is a bare big brake kit, sitting on a Roadster Spec C chassis, which is the whole frame underneath. The car is a little low when we were driving through the hump section and we were scraping the rails in the middle, but I think we can correct that by actually upsizing the wheel, but I don't have any plans to upsize because I do like this ride height. We will be widening the fenders later on. In the rear, we have the same treatment, the bare big brake kit. The car stops pretty well, so can't complain there. This wasn't standard when I spec'd the Camaro. The original Camaro had the round headlights. I wanted the RS hidden grille. This is why we upgraded the front end to look like this. I do love that the headlights do hide when the car is turned off, and then when you turn on the headlights, these little flaps fold in. So super cool. The chin we got also from the RS series, and then I have been scraping it already, which is not good. Our hood. One cool feature of the Camaro is the power window system. Super quick and very deceptive because it still looks like a window winder. Our gauges, air conditioning system. This is from Dakota. This is our seat recliner buttons, Sony head unit, a little glove box, and then our door opener. We have arrived. We're here at Titan. Here's the BMW M4. The engine is finally being done. They're gonna be opening this area for the Vargas crank hub. This is why we didn't do it at the farm, because that's not easy. Special tools, the engine hoist brace, along with these special tools so that they can remove all the things that needs to be removed. Basically what's gonna happen is they're going to refit the Vargas crank hub onto the stock hub, and then that's going to secure us from spinning the gear. Here are some of the other parts that we have. We have the carbon ceramic rotors along with the calipers, which are the Brembo calipers. These are the CSF radiator and the other parts that are gonna go into the M4. I wonder how much power we're going to get after they're finished with it. Here is the upgrade. It's a 6-piston caliper. The original is just a 4-piston caliper. Look at the massive difference of caliper size. I wonder if my stopping power is going to improve. We're opening also the rotor box so you guys can see how beautiful. Nice and lightweight. Ganda. Yeah, test fitting the caliper and rotor inside the Brixton wheel. Just making sure that we have some clearance. Looks like we have super hairline clearance, but it's going to work. Just got here to fitment. Check it out. Rolls Royce Super Bowler. And this is the Barris Evo 10 that we used to fix at Carporn. Still looks good till this day. It's got the Barris wide body kit. This kit, I think, one of the best for the Evo 10s. Getting an air suspension checkup for sure. And then the Rolls Royce getting an air suspension checkup also. I wonder what aftermarket mods is happening. This car looks like it's much bigger now in person than it used to be. Although I have ridden this car.
He converted it.
Sitting now in the back of the Rolls Royce. Kyle is here to meet us.
What's up?
Just admiring the starlight scenery of the car. Obviously that's all aftermarket. This white interior makes my heart skip a beat because it's gonna get so dirty so fast, but I understand this is a wedding car,
Yeah,
so it makes sense that it's pure. I do have nice white clean jeans, so I'm not gonna stain anything. Okay, shameless plug for Kyle.
Thank you again.
In case you guys have an L322 Range Rover with faulty air suspension, we do have R-nuts, but Kyle can also convert this into the fitment airbags. And he's managed to tap the original sensors straight into the ECU, so you don't have any fault codes. This car is still such a great car. I used to have this car also. Looks good on the black on black. And no modifications to the trunk. Everything is OEM. Oh, there's the fitment with the valves along with the compressors. That's so cool. So Kyle is running everything from the radio because the radio has an Android app.
This is actually very weird, but hindi siya proportion. But hey, it works. See? If you have an Android head unit, technically you can control the car sa...
Galing.
It's like semi-OEM.
Semi-OEM, no, that's pretty cool. We have the Klein Inconel exhaust, 991.2 Targa, 991 GT3, Lamborghini Huracan, and then I think a GT3 RS underneath. AE86 hood, M4 stock hood, AMG hood, R-nuts airbags, R-nuts air springs.
These are all the AccuAir.
Some AccuAir stuff, but
the old,
not
like,
really
first
of
generation,
value.
Yeah.
A lot of the WeatherTech is here also.
What
Guys, if you need air struts, you can contact Kyle or myself. These are all the stocks of our air struts. We have C6 Corvette 993, 964, Ferrari 360, Ferrari 458, Ferrari 488, Huracan, Aventador, E46 BMW. I think that's coupe. It's not the 4-door. And then we have Mustang also. What else do we have here?
I think Mark 5 and Mark 6 Mustang maybe we still have set, but that's about it, most of it.
Yeah, so this is all on sale. I think we also have Aventador. We have one set Aventador, right?
Aventador.
So this is all on sale, and if you guys need struts, definitely Kyle can hook you up. Alright guys, we are leaving Fitment. Gonna go to Garage 2233. Super quick run. Just said hi to Kyle, showing us the air suspension work that he's doing, and also showing us the struts that we need to sell. Whew, so hot. I'm gonna drop the cam now and work our way to Garage 2233. Here is the 993 Turbo. It's not being worked on at the moment because we're waiting for some parts on this. RWB Noah, we had ordered the stubbies, but the stubbies that arrived were wrong, so that's waiting for parts. This one you guys saw in the last video, the owner's going to do an update for this. I need to figure out what seats I'm going to put. Asking Alfredo to make a custom bucket area here. Super almost done. Woo. We just left garage 2233. We dropped off all the parts for the other cars, checked out the 964 Targa and the RWB Noah, got updates from Alfredo, and then now we're headed back to grab some lunch with some friends. We're probably going to end the vlog here. Hope you guys enjoyed this short content on the updates of the cars and the car shops that we've been to. Hopefully next week we have some more car content, because I heard the SVJ exhaust arrives next week and we're going to be able to bring it to, I think, Elite Motors, where they're going to install it and give us the Kentani Flame Tune. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out, everyone.